So, what is wrong with the New Jersey Devils is the question we all ask this year. They made all the great offseason acquisitions, but only to suck all year with horrible defense, inconsistent goaltending, and after the 7-1 loss to Buffalo, are is John Haynes on the hot seat? My opinion, 100% yes. But will he get fired? It's all up to Ray Shero. It's all up to Ray Shero. Now, the offseason, Karang Subban was pretty good, but it wasn't going to make them a playoff team. And I didn't actually put them in the play, but 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 I put them hell of a lot better than this. They got Gusev, which he's been decent, but man, he was like what the top KHL scorer last year. He was going to go somewhere. He landed in New Jersey. Like I'm like, wow, that's amazing. They got Simmons, which was nice, but I mean, he's not going to change a team. But again, he's a good ad. Gusev is yeah, some of the stuff they got was crazy. And again, in my opinion, it depended on how Blackwood played. And as we know, their goaltending is just too inconsistent right now. And they're not gonna win when their goaltending is so inconsistent. And again, their defense is garbage this season. It really is one of the worst defensive teams in the league. And if you go back to when the Devils were winning, they were the best defensive team all the time. It was either Detroit or New Jersey. And speaking of that, probably the two worst defensive teams in the league are those teams. Which, again, because growing up watching hockey in the early 2000s and mid late 2000s, these two teams are actually pretty good. Especially the Devils were always good. Again, this is this is one of like, and they're supposed to be good. This is why it's crazy. This is one of the worst. Like there's been like last year is probably still a worse defensive team, but this team can't. They have because they have pretty good like Sammy Vatanen's still a pretty good D man, and again Subban. Most critical of like and again like I'm most critical of Subban, but he's been terrible too. All of the Devils defensemen, the whole defensive group has been terrible. Their goaltending has been terrible. Everything has been terrible. And Taylor Hall, he could leave. Like that's the worst thing about it. Taylor Hall, he could leave this team either at the deadline or free agency. Now, if you're the Devils, you want to get something for Taylor Hall. Now that would be a completely other video, but should they should be way better than they are right now, and they're playing horrible. I don't know what it is. I mean, and again, um, for Jack Hughes, again, losing is not. I mean, Kako hasn't been like the Rangers have been obviously better, but they haven't been too much better. Their defense sucks too. It's been terrible, but they've been way better than the Devils this season. I'll tell you that. The Devils have just been terrible. But again, the fact that the Devils have been absolute garbage, and Jack Hughes has actually had a pretty decent season so far. Like he's made good plays. He scored some pretty good goals. Because Jack Hughes has actually had a pretty good rookie year, despite Taylor Hall. How much more ugly can this get for Taylor Hall? Like not just the Devils, but and again Taylor Hall. Ever since junior, he's just had a miserable NHL career. He wants to go somewhere where he can win or make the like seriously winning like 2018 winning because like making the playoffs and lost in 5, but there was hope, and then they collapsed the next year, and it was pretty awful for Taylor Hall. He wanted to make sure this team could be good, and they're not. You think there's really any chance of him staying? I don't see it. I really don't see him stay. I really Well, there's he hasn't been shown. Like, this is the worst like showing to make a player stay on the franchise because he's getting no, he's getting older. He doesn't want to. You really think a guy this old wants to stay on a team like this? Not a chance. So he's obviously going to be leaving, but where? Who knows? And John Hines, absolutely in the hot seat. I mean, I would have fired him by now personally, but who knows what they're doing at this point? Because, you know, they added all these guys, and, you know, they're bad. So, no one knows because that team, like, you know, they shouldn't be this bad. But again, I didn't see them as a playoff team, but they could. Like, they shouldn't be this bad. It's unacceptable for New Jersey to be this bad. It really is. They shouldn't be this bad. That's all I'm going to say. So, that's it for this one. Comment in the comments section down below what your thoughts are, and please subscribe for more content here. I'll talk to you